Well, it's late at night, but I'm gonna record a video anyways because I need to at least record something from my lovely viewers. Okay, wait a minute. I know that this catapult was there. How did they manage to know? Oh, you know what? That doesn't matter too much. That's besides, it's I'm gonna conquer Korea. Anyways, that's not the topic for today's video. The topic for today's video is at least four city, around 4 to 6 city empire. Basically, this size of an empire versus a vast, extremely big empire. So, what I've heard from Unciv Gaming's videos is that you need more cities to be quote unquote technologically advanced. I mean, and there's two ways of playing in Civ mobile. And that's playing tall with a small empire. If you when you're playing tall, you're gonna want high population cities. While you're having to produce a lot of science, which means at least 4 or 6 cities is not gonna have too big of an impact on your happiness. But to make up for the small empire you have, you're gonna need to grow tall. And what I mean by grow tall is you're gonna need to work like food tiles, such as farmland and tiles with farm. Cool. You're gonna need to work. In short, you're gonna need to work the tiles with that has the most food. In many situations, much of your cities don't have food. For example, if you're in the tundra, then your best bet to getting a higher amount of population is to build old, some infrastructure that will help you get a higher population, such as greenery and an aqueduct and a lighthouse. In this case, is here after you build a lighthouse, us, us, the whale's tile is gonna be extremely favorable since it has 4 food, and plus there's atolls, which has been recently new as of now. Yeah, I should build a harbor too. Anyways, it's now one was like, oh yeah, and we're talking about playing wide versus playing tall. You know, by playing tall, oh, playing tall has its benefits. The downsides, there's some upsides and downsides. For one, you're gonna need to at least have a bit of a fence, and you're gonna have less land to defend. Downside, you're not gonna be too expansive. I mean, I don't see too much on sides. I mean, the more population, the more science, and that is one big con that I can think of. So if you don't manage your happiness well, you are gonna encounter like huge problems within your empire. Uh, you need happiness in order for your cities to grow. So put an emphasis on some unworking luxury tiles and amenity buildings such as theaters and coliseums. The second way to playing Civ is to have more cities, is but less population. This game is an exception in those sense. I have democracy and it's a bit more late into the game, so I can get away with this with a big empire by just slotting in special slots until my depression problem within my empire is no more. Alright. However, there's upsides and downsides. It's to playing tall. For the pros of playing tall is that and you're gonna go for go have more land, and the more land, and you in the late game you might be pretty strong. I say might be because you're not the AI. You're not the person that plays on an extremely easy difficulty like Settler or Warlord. The reason why more cities is on deity does not make you as powerful as it is on lower difficulties is because of the negative um, disadvantages the game gives you and the advantages the AI has. The AI is much better at the beginning of the game. The AI is much better at every status that you have. So oh, if you have this much land, and then it's good for you. More cities is does equate to more science. However, I predict in a later update, if not, if already is oh the that more cities won't always equal more or science. In Civ 5 and probably in this game, the concept playing tall is that at more population equals more science, and you're gonna need to manage population, manage happiness a lot. Happiness is like housing in Civ 6. It's and plus when you're unhappy, you get a combat disadvantage to your military units. It's the cons of playing White here is that you won't get as much population. More population equals more production and science, and in this case, culture, since like they have free speech. It's and it's so when you're playing tall, you're gonna need to limit a lot of your population growth. Also, yet also all focusing on happiness buildings. I mean, if you're in the end game and you've got a policy like humanism or democracy, and you're at the point where you can build a lot of universities and stadiums and have a couple of wonders that give you a lot of happiness, then I don't don't see how more cities is gonna help you, unless if you're going for a conquest victory. Vic- Victory. Okay, what did I just pronounce there? Anyways, it's so when it comes to playing wide and tall, at least 4 cities or more than 6 cities, is what are you gonna want to go for? Well, it's a civ in this game. You can and play however the heck you want, as long as it's not deity. In this case, it is. In this case, you're gonna need to prioritize science a lot. I mean, it's not gonna matter or too much as long as you will prioritize building science, population, and happiness buildings. At the beginning of the game, and you should have at least 4 city. Is the reason why is that the max amount of science for each of 4 cities is at least 250, which can reach you up to 200 science. And you're gonna need to have at least 1,000 and science if you're playing tall with a small civilization with at least 4 cities. It's however, if you're playing tall from especially from the get-go, that's gonna be a bit more tricky. You're gonna need to focus on building manually, yeah, yeah, manually assigning production to buildings such as the Colosseum and theater, or, and the stadium. The each time on deity, each time you settle another city, it's gonna give you an extra 4 happiness. So settle next to luxuries, they combat the unhappiness by giving you 5 happiness is back. Okay. Yeah, another way to manage its happiness is to buy city states are usually bought in not in both Civ 5 and you on the Civ. The reason why is because as if you have a strong economy, then you can easily bribe them to be your allies for 250 gold. But if you trade a lot, then you are gonna have a lot of city states once you keep on buying them. Why do you want to buy? Why and how does city states help you in happiness? Well, for one, if they have a luxury you don't have, you receive the luxury, which gives you an extra 5 happiness. If the mercantile, they give you extra 3 happiness. This, this, so yeah, at this point, I'm as strong as the USA. Yeah. It's unfortunate that Manila isn't even in the game. How unfortunate. But anyway, so oh, that's my tips and tricks and my take on playing wide versus playing tall on DD. Let me know if I missed something very important. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Share this with any of your lovely ones. And hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!